with another Toy Story collection review. This time I'm going to be reviewing Mr. Pricklepants. And a little backstory, I got this guy about 3 years ago at Toys R Us, rest in peace. And when I discovered that Pixar was going to make Toy Story 4, I decided, let's review this guy, around the release of Toy Story 4. So it kind of worked out perfectly. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping and just get into this review. And so the first thing I want to mention is the box. And so I got a lot of comments before about focusing on the box a little bit much. So I'm going to cut it short for you guys. Okay, so obviously the box is, centered around Mr. Pricklepants and, how he likes theater and all that thespian type stuff. This is what it would look like if, Bonnie went to the toy store and got Mr. Pricklepants. And we don't really know about Mr. Pricklepants' past or his backstory, so, this is kind of a fun thing. This is what it would look like. And there he is. It's kind of like a theater setup. You can just put Mr. Pricklepants or any other toy in here and then just kind of have like your own play, and that's kind of cool, and I like that. I say cool a lot. I'm sorry for that. So it features a theater stage play box. And there's Mr. Pricklepants in all of his glory. The greatest actor of our time. Sure is. Toy Story Signature Collection. So this is... So at the top here, you have, now appearing in a tour de force one-man show, Mr. Pricklepants. And on the side, it's kind of like, the side alley of the theater, or the back alley of the theater. I was moved to tears, and everybody says that. And Mr. Pricklepants is Hamlet. And there he is. It's like a little screen cap of the ending of the third movie. Where Mr. Pricklepants is doing Romeo and Juliet. That was kind of fun. Reenact his greatest performance right on his own theater stage. And of course, it comes with a certificate of authenticity. The plump and fuzzy Mr. Pricklepants made strictly for cuddling. Yeah. Lotso has competition. And so there's... And on the side here, another view of the alley. Bravo, Mr. Pricklepants. Wow. We love you, Mr. P. We got a little roses. We got a little bunch of roses there. So that's it for his box, guys. Let's get this open, because I've been waiting to open this guy up for 3 years. So let's dive in. Okay, I kind of got caught off guard here, because in the inside of the box it looks like this was like part of the box, but it's actually like a separate cardboard box. You got the background there, kind of like mountains and forests, and you got theater lights. That's kind of cool, guys. That's really awesome. And I didn't notice this, but there's like ties where Mr. Pricklepants is supposed to be, and he was kind of like flopping around inside the box. So I'm guessing that this was open before, and I noticed that this is where the certificate of authenticity would have been. And that kind of bummed me out, because, someone opened it, took out the... I'm glad they didn't take the certificate, though. They were nice to leave that behind, so... And here he is! Mr. Pricklepants. And here's his certificate of authenticity. It basically, says... what it usually says, only they change the wording around. And I'll just read it anyway. This definitive Mr. Pricklepants is a certified replica lovingly produced by Thinkaway Toys using digital data from the third film of the beloved Toy Story series. We hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed creating the character. And it's John Lasseter and Lee Unkrich, the director of Toy Story 3. One of my old favorites. This bag is not a toy. So let's get this out. It's just, kind of like an actual certificate, obviously, Hey, howdy, hey! There's Mr. Pricklepants right there, obviously. And so I'm going to leave it right there, and let's get into this dude himself. Actually, there's not much to talk about with him. It didn't, on the box it didn't say that he talks or anything, so it's just basically a plush toy. One that you can probably pick up like at the Disney store or something. But yeah, this is him. Although this is more like high quality stuff. I mean, he, you know, his eyes are like buttons you got in his nose, and his snout, his mouth. This is all like obviously stitching, you know, like handmade. I hope it's handmade. But, yeah, he got his buttons right here. They're gold. They're thick. I think I have like another Mr. Pricklepants from the Disney store, and like these are just like felt buckles. These are just on the authentic Toy Story signature collection one. It's like hard plastic, so it is plastic, yeah. And so articulation, his just like a stuffed doll. His arms just moving in and out. His he can move his feet back and forth like that. This is kind of like separate stitching here with the you know, you can like kind of pull these up, but yeah, don't want to do that. And these are loose, like kind of like real suspenders. It's a nice touch. That'd be really cool if they added like whiskers here, but I don't think Mr. Pricklepants in the movie has whiskers, because like I'm looking at his picture right here, doesn't have whiskers, never has. And so it's basically how Mr. Pricklepants would, you know, if you pulled him out of the movie, brought him in real life, this is what he would, you know, essentially be. So, you know, a lot of cloth. This kind of feels like corduroy pants. But yeah, his little ears are all floppy. This is all fur. You have a tag right here. It says, "Do not remove this tag under penalty of law." So if you remove that tag, the feds will come after you. Not really. I like one eyebrow is raised and the other one's lowered. So I guess that's, you know, that pretty much covers Mr. Pricklepants. I mean, he's just, you know, he's just a stuffed toy, which is basically what he is in the Toy Story series, or in the third and fourth film. And as for a size comparison, here he is next to the Toy Story Collection Woody, which I still have. And Mr. Pricklepants stands about 6.5 inches tall. And so, you know, he looks like the same height he was in the movie, you know, next to Woody. You know, which I like how they go for that movie accurate height in real life. Okay, now let's talk about the pricing on this guy. He was, I would say, either like 40 or 30 bucks at Toys R Us, you know, and since Toys R Us is defunct now, you know, I would say your best bet is eBay, but even on eBay he goes like for like 200, 300 bucks, because, you know, because I tried picking up Dolly and Buttercup to review, but those guys are like 500 bucks, like, since they're so rare. I would say the price over there, you know, 40, 50 bucks would be worth it if you're a Toy Story fan, but if you're a major Toy Story fan and, you know, and have a Toy Story collection, just want him to complete it, you know, I guess, and if you have money, I think, you know, eBay's your best bet, but even on eBay, it goes for like 300, 400 bucks, you know, which is kind of ridiculous. But if you want a Mr. Pricklepants similar to the Toy Story Collection Mr. Pricklepants, I would say your best bet is to go on either Amazon or Disney.com, or maybe just go visit the Disney store. Pick up a 6 or 7 inch Mr. Pricklepants. You know, it's basically the same thing. Because like I said, I had a Mr. Pricklepants that I picked up at the Disney store, and, you know, they're both very similar. I think the only difference is that there's like less fur. I think it's like more like Jesse's hair, like yarn hair. But yeah, if you can pick up like a 6 or 7 inch Mr. Pricklepants from the Disney store or from Amazon for at least like 15 bucks, I would say he's worth it. He's worth picking up. He's worth having. But for this Toy Story collection, Mr. Pricklepants, he's rare. He's rare to find. So I say you're good with a 6 or 7 Mr. Pricklepants. They're basically the same thing. And that's all I have to say about Mr. Pricklepants, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it was enlightening. I hope it was insightful. And it's really good to be back doing these Toy Story collection reviews. You know, they were popular at the time of Toy Story 3's release, and I loved doing them. And it's good to be back with like better equipment, better, you know, a better background, better camera, you know, so you actually see Mr. Pricklepants in all his glory. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you on the next review. Take care.